We have my first ride on Big Tomatoes. Big Tomatoes is his jockey club name. He goes by Tommy in the barn. And this is a 15 3 hand, very chunky, well fed 14-year-old chestnut gelding. And he comes to me, obviously, by a little bit of a different path. A good connection I have in Virginia got me set up with him. He has been off the track since he was 6 years old. So he spent more than half his life not being a racehorse, and he has had an AMI owner who produced him up through beginner, novice, and novice level starter trials. And, just did all the things that we do with our personal horses when we want to have fun with them. He has also been used to teach riding lessons, and I'm told he was used to teach riding lessons on sort of timid adults. So he is definitely a really good egg. And unfortunately, his previous owner is having some complicating life circumstances that sort of force the sale, him needing to find a new home. So he is with me. Now, he has had about the last year off. It sounds like his owner just obviously he's been very well taken care of, but he wasn't really in a program for the last year. So he arrived last night. Excuse me. And this morning is a beautiful day. And I know I'm probably not going to have time over the next couple of days. And this is a 14-year-old horse who is obviously super well broke, especially if he's been used in riding lessons. So I thought that there should be no issue with me just being able to hop on and see what he's all about. So this is just his evaluation ride. So when I took him out to the ring, I mean, he's literally been here for less than, well, maybe about 14 or 15 hours, less than 24 hours at this point. I didn't lunge him or anything. He was super cool customer on cross ties, didn't seem nervous about anything. Walked him out to the ring. I hand walked him one lap around the ring just to let him have a look at everything and got on. And God, he is so cute. He's not the hugest mover in the world, obviously, but he has just a really adorable way of going. He's super balanced and he's really light in his mouth. He very much just wants to be round. You just give him a little bit of support and he makes that shape. You'll see, like here, he does, he's just sort of looking at everything. My Sunshine and Cowboy are in that field there to the left across the driveway. There's a tractor going in the field across the street. So when you see him sort of picking up his head and looking to the side a little bit, he's just looking at all these new things that he's never seen before in a brand new place. So totally normal. I thought, like, here in these moments where I truly had his attention on me in the ring, I mean, just what a cute little package this horse is. I think that today, being his literally his first ride in a year, this is probably like the most lit up version of him that we're gonna see. Horse hasn't been ridden in a year. He's in a brand new place in his first 24 hours. You don't lunge the horse, you just hop on and see what you have, and this is what you have. So I'm really excited to see how he progresses over the next couple of rides because I just think he's going to be a super steady Eddie type of horse. He, very sort of typical thoroughbred. Definitely the left is his very naturally easier direction. In the trot work to the right, it actually wasn't super noticeable. Like here, I thought this was so nice to the right. Where you do notice it is in the canter. His default is he wants to pop into the left leg canter, which is fine. I had to ask him a couple of times before I got the right leg canter, but there's nothing dramatic about it. And I think he got it like the third time I asked. And once he's in the canter, he's super balanced. Again, makes a great shape, relatively straight, very straight between your aids to the left. To the right, a little bit of wiggling to the right, a little bit of falling in on the right shoulder, but very mild. And for a horse that's not been ridden in a year, I certainly am not complaining about anything. It's not every horse that I would just hop on that hasn't been ridden in a year. You sort of have to read the room. How are they standing on cross ties when you're taking the tack out and putting it all on them? How do they feel when you walk them out to the ring? Are they nervous when you're climbing up at the mounting block? And he just gave me all indications that this was no big deal. And as he went here, I mean, this whole ride was only about 15 minutes long because obviously he's not fit. And he's barefoot. He does have some really nice big feet, and obviously he's not sore, but I'm going to see what my farrier says. If he thinks that, especially as he's going to get jumping again and things like that, maybe we'll put a half set on him. Or maybe not. We'll do whatever the farrier says. But anyway, as he went in the ride, we're probably a little bit more than halfway through here. He really settled in. Now you'll notice he's not picking up his head anymore to look around. He's got it. He's checked in with me mentally. Super cute little transition to the left. I remember going down that long side. I was saying to Billy and my mom that I just thought he was the most adorable little thing. What a cute little package that Source makes, and such a great attitude. I really like him, and I'm so glad that his connections decided that I would be the person that would get to have him. I thought he was really, really steady in his shape in the canter. But again, he got steadier in the trot, after those first couple minutes went by, and he had a good look at everything as we went around. So then here I gave him a walk break. He was pretty hot at this point. You can't quite see it. It's not like he's foaming sweat. He's not that hot, but he was pretty sweaty. He's still working on shedding out his winter coat. And it was full sun today, and he is a fat, sort of out of shape little guy. So when he did give me his right leg canter, it was very cute. And so here you'll see he's sort of leaning on that right shoulder a little bit, coming down this long side. And then in this short side here, I was able to like right there, I was able to get him wrapped around my inside leg a little bit. So then here, this is much better. He's quite straight between my aids. And then he said, "Oh my goodness, that is so hard. I think I need to stop." And that was plenty. I mean, I was thrilled. What a good first ride. And what a good first ride for him in a year plus. So a little bit of walking. This is from literally when I first got on. This was like the first 30 seconds I was on him, just letting him check everything out. And then there's some time on the cross ties where he is perfect and super personable.